So tell us about that experience. I saw some video in the room, and you're talking to Spike Lee.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. And Nicole Caruso, who's here, is my friend and publicist, said there are 12 people that have nominations yesterday from A Star Is Born, and I just thought, wow, it's just icing on the cake to be able to work with people and have them be recognized by the Academy for A Star Is Born is incredible.
So the nominations, the attention, the accolades mean what to you? Where do you have that in perspective?
It's so surreal, to be able to grab Spike Lee yesterday and talk to him, the guy who made a movie that changed my life, Do the Right Thing. When I saw that movie, it really made me rethink what I thought I knew, even as a young man growing up in Philadelphia. So to be in that world, I remember the first time I was nominated, Daniel Day-Lewis. I was in the same category with Daniel Day-Lewis and Denzel Washington and Hugh Jackman. And it was just, to be there this year with Christian Bale, Viggo Mortensen and Rami Malek, and to be a director now, it's so surreal, Oprah, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So I just try to breathe through it, be present for it.
I was surprised, I got to admit, that you were not nominated for Best Director.
Oh, thank you.
Were you surprised by that, disappointed by that, or did you just take it in stride?
I was not surprised.
You were not?
I'm never surprised about not getting anything. But I did feel, and it's funny you asked it because I have thought about this, because I was with my friend, I was in New York City at a coffee shop, and I looked down at my phone, and Nicole had texted me, and they said, congratulations on these other things, but they didn't tell me the bad news.
Yes.
And I went, oh, wow. And the first thing I felt was embarrassment, actually.
Oh.
Well, think about it. I felt embarrassed that I didn't do my part. So I'll work on that. It'll be,
Yeah.
But that was the first.
I'm glad you.
But that makes sense. Think about it. I mean.
But my thing is, I'm at least glad you said that, because if I were you, I would be feeling some kind of way about it.
Yeah, embarrassment. I went, oh gosh, I didn't do my job.
But you did.
I do. But the truth is, even if I got the nomination, that should not give me any sense of whether I did my job or not. That's the trick.
Yes.
That's the trick.
Yes.
The trick is to make something that you believe in and you work hard, and then you have the product and you say, okay. I remember the first time we ever showed the movie was at the Venice Film Festival, and I remember riding the boat up there. Really, at this stage of my life, I tend not to get too terrified about things. And I felt I was sick. And I thought, oh yeah, I really do care about what people are going to feel, because it was a very personal thing. It was a very personal thing, this movie. And I really did show myself in a way that I thought, oh wow, this is vulnerable. And the thing I said to myself is, if people don't like it, whatever they say, please don't let that stop inspiring you to make art. Because do not give that power away.
That's what you were saying to yourself.
Yes, to myself.
Yes. But so people did like it.
They did like it.
Yes.
But it goes back to my answer about the Oscars, is you can't give up that much power to things that really have nothing to do with why you're creating art or why you're doing something.
And so when you're in the midst of doing it, you don't lose track of that. It's only after you come out.
Well, there's too much joy. That's the great thing.
Yeah. And you found joy in everything.
Oh, yes.
Down to what the graphics on the screen were going to look like. Everything.
Oh, the fact that I had an opportunity to co-write and direct a movie and see it from an idea in my head or a feel inspiration in my soul to showing you the story. Are you kidding me? That's like, praise God.
From going to Gaga's house and she made you spaghetti.
Yes.
And on the phone,
yes.
You all filmed your first moment.
Yes.
She says you can sing.
Yes.
What did that feel like?
She was wrong. I had to work hard. She was kind.
Never. So Lady Gaga said this about you. She said she ran from Stephanie for a long time, and then she put on a superhero cape and called herself Lady Gaga, and that you challenged her to do a deep dive into a place where she had to see herself again, where I had to be Stephanie again, she said. How did you do that?
I hope I did that through example, that she saw that I was holding her hand and we were doing it, walking down the path together. And that was part of the benefit of being able to act in the movie I directed. She put the work in, and then she was just magnificent.
Best Actress nominee.
Yeah.
Hello. And that must have been rewarding to you, too, having her get nominated.
And Sam Elliott.
You've had quite this rise. What does it mean to be able to fulfill your dreams and with this film, just live out the greatest artistic expression?
It provides the courage to keep going and expanding. Now
So it's expanded.
It's expanded my inspiration to create.
You just can't do better than that. Thank you so much.